Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Gray Boys podcast where we wear gray shirts and we're cool. I'm Jake. That's Preston. We're gray.
Yep. This is Second Take Movies, the podcast where we give movies a second look, second chance, second take, if you will. I'm your host, Preston Jenkinson, and joining me is my co-host, Jake Twito.
You know how hard it was not to say I'm Preston. This is my co-host, Jake. Yeah.
That should be easy for you. I don't know.
No, man. I have a Kong-sized headache and I'm stupid.
Nice.
Segment.
Kong Skull Island, pretty good.
Yeah. Forgot about it.
Good times.
Not bad at all. It's a fun movie.
We're doing the MonsterVerse movies this month with, King Kong, and it's mostly King Kong and Godzilla. The other shared cinematic universe that has been somewhat successful other than Marvel.
Yeah. I mean, box office, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Internationally, it was huge, all these.
Just quietly successful the whole time, just chugging along. The story for Kong Skull Island: after the Vietnam War, a team of scientists explores an uncharted island in the Pacific, venturing into the domain of the mighty Kong, and must fight to escape a primal Eden.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that pretty much nails it.
No twist, nothing. That's it.
Soldiers and scientists. Positive review, Todd McCarthy at The Hollywood Reporter. This highly entertaining return of one of cinema's most enduring giant beasts moves like crazy. The film feels more like 90 minutes than 2 hours and achieves an ideal balance between wild action, throwaway humor, genre refreshment, and perhaps most impressively, a nonchalant awareness of its own modest importance in the bigger scheme of things.
Probably my favorite depiction of Kong.
Yes, I think they nailed it.
I mean, leaps and bounds.
He's not a gorilla in this.
No, he's just a defender.
Yes. And he walks upright.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. Couldn't agree more with that.
Peter Bradshaw at The Guardian with the negative review. This fantastically muddled and exasperatingly dull quasi-update of the King Kong story looks like a zestless mashup of Jurassic Park, Apocalypse Now, and a few exotic visual borrowings from Miss Saigon. It gets nowhere near the elemental power of the original King Kong or, indeed, Peter Jackson's game remake. It's something Ed Wood Jr. might have made with $1 trillion to do what he liked if he'd been given $1 trillion, but minus the fun.
What's that guy's name?
Peter Bradshaw.
Just curious, really quick here. Is he British? Gotta be.
He wrote for The Guardian, so yeah.
Yeah, what a pompous man.
Yeah. King Kong's American, by the way, so fuck you.
Yeah, you ever heard of the old US of A? We're free, baby.
Yes, right. Well, sometimes.
We can say bad words and not get arrested still.
Supposedly.
Yeah. You got to know what you're watching.
Yes, you don't go into this expecting like a study of the human condition. This is
his favorite movie is Annie Hall.
Yeah.
Loser.
Pervert.
I'm gonna start attacking people now on this podcast.
Just going after reviewers.
Peter Bradshaw, come to the next one. Talk to me.
He's not going to do that.
No, he's too old to figure out how to podcast.
This one has a cold open. 2 soldiers fall to an island.
Totally forgot. I stopped and went. It's the right movie.
Yeah, it'll confuse you for a second. A Japanese and an American pilot from World War II shoot each other down, fall on an island, getting a little tussle. We're fighting because it's World War II.
That was great.
Mm-hmm. It's a good little reveal.
Yeah, that's fun.
And I was watching something today, and like someone says, like, you probably kind of killed the twist with like revealing Kong that early, and I'm like, well, it's called Kong Skull Island, so
yeah, you're going to go watch the Kong movie. Dummy.
But all it does is show a hand and like a silhouette, and then it cuts to the title, Kong Skull Island.
I remember when this came out and someone told me, like, Well, they ruined the movie in the first 10 minutes. It's like, did you know in Harry Potter there's a little boy that casts spells and lives under a staircase? They ruined it.
They ruined the whole thing.
Oh, like first 10 minutes.
I watched the movie and it ruined the whole thing.
Yeah. Do you know if you read the book, it ruins the movies too?
It's so dumb. But then we flash to the 70s, and it's not great.
Now we getting out of Vietnam, baby. We
Yeah,
didn't win that sucker. We getting out.
We did not win that sucker because we're getting out. And probably the best part of the cast, John Goodman.
I forgot who's in this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how because he makes it. I mean,
John Randa.
Bill Randa.
Yep.
The Monarch.
The show Monarch Legacy of Monsters or whatever it's called on Apple TV kind of goes into his backstory.
Oh, okay.
And it's got Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell, which is Kurt Russell's son, and Wyatt Russell plays a younger version of Kurt Russell in the show.
I need to watch that still.
It's a great show. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah, you told me it was phenomenal, but I forget that it's Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is a scientist for Monarch, and him and his assistant, I guess, are going to Washington to get more funding because they've got a satellite image of an undiscovered island. And these two guys think that there could be creatures on that island.
Little critters.
Just little critters, which is Monarch's designation, specialty, what have you. They're like the woven thread of all these different movies. Monarch is like it's like the shield from what was the beginning of the MCU.
Yeah. Don't be confused because Nick Fury's in this too.
That's true. Loki's in it too, and so is Captain Marvel.
How weird is it this time? Like all these Marvel people are all in the same movies together. Still.
Well, there's a joke you couldn't make this movie today because it'd be too expensive.
Valid.
So yeah, they've got this, and so they make a speech, and then they get the funding, and then we cut to Colonel Packard, played by Sam Jackson.
Packard.
Colonel Preston Packard, if you look at his nameplate.
There we go.
I was like, Sam Jackson is named Preston. Never forget.
Hey, congrats. There's not a dog in this movie named Jake. So
yeah.
All I had options for.
Yeah. He's a little disappointed. They're pulling out of Vietnam.
Yeah, he's on edge.
Yeah, he's a soldier that needs a war all the time. He can't function without it.
Yeah. Yeah. War. Yeah. There's always war.
There's always war. And
that's Fallout.
Cool. So they get a little new orders come in. They say, "Hey, you want to escort these scientists on this island?" He's like, "Yeah, I ain't got nothing better to do."
So here's what I'm lost. Does that mean his entire group has to go with him, or do they volunteer to?
No, it's order. Well, they ask him if he wants to take these orders.
Ugh,
and he does. Sucks. So that means his crew has to go with him.
Okay, that explains a lot. Like, they all aren't happy.
No, they do not want to go. They've got plans after the war, and they're ready to get home.
Yeah, one of them's going to go sell drugs in the UK and be a rock and roller.
Toby Kebbell's in this, who played Koba in Planet of the Apes.
Rock and roller, baby.
And he does the body work for Kong in this.
Okay.
He did the motion capture.
I should have guessed that with him being in it.
Yeah. So I don't know if he got double pay. Doubt it. But
there's a whole thing right now. I don't know publicly there's anything about if you're an actor in a movie, but then you're also supplying additional stuff for character movement.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't you get paid for both characters?
I think so.
I'm sure you got something for it, but you didn't at the time.
He's doing additional work.
Yep.
But he's not as famous as everybody else in this movie.
Yeah, but when I saw him, dude, I was giddy.
Yeah. He's good. He needs to be in more stuff.
Yeah, he does. I looked it up. He hasn't been in a lot. I mean,
Mm,
he was in, what you said with Dawn, Planet of the Apes. Holy cow!
yeah.
But on that, is it?
So these are helicopter pilots. So like they're a crew of helicopter pilots who are asked to go on this thing, and all. But Bill and his guy go and get a tracker, basically, that was in the SAS, or I think that's whatever. It's the British equivalent of the Marines. I don't know what that is, but he's a tracker, and so they hire him to come along with them.
What's the British equivalent to the Marines?
Yeah,
Boy Scouts.
he said it, not me.
Yeah, no, I have this with those guys. No kill me.
I think they're Royal Marines or something like that. I can't remember.
That sounds
But
right.
they got him, and also there's a war photographer played by Brie Larson. Mason Weaver is her name, which Jordan Voight Roberts based her name off of the two characters from Call of Duty Black Ops,
That's what I thought.
Mason and Weaver.
Curious if that was a joke or was legitimate.
Nope. But that was his inspiration to set this in Vietnam, was part of that game.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Or during Vietnam.
I'm not always. I haven't watched a lot of Vietnam movies. I'm really far behind. But I'm trying for the not dumb way to say this. Everything was beautiful.
Mhm.
Like the mountains, the sunsets, and I just attribute that to Vietnam. I don't know why.
It's a lot of good looking shots in this.
But don't worry, they get the lowdown of speaking of good shots. So they're gonna go to this island. It's completely covered by a storm.
Yes, that's the only way, is to fly through it.
You get the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. We're gonna drop bombs to map out the island.
But also, Jose Hierro from last week is also in this movie.
Yep.
He plays a Landsat is the company that they brought along under the guise of, like, I don't think they know about the Hollow Earth and all the monsters and everything. They're just trying to get a map of the place, like a scan, if you will. And the only way to do that is to drop these little bombs. And seismic charges is what they called them. And it's a fun sequence. You know, they play the little 70s music, a lot of 70s. Yeah. And they just dropping bombs, and then all of a sudden a tree comes and flies in one of the helicopters.
So here's where maybe you didn't show Kong in the beginning, and you don't call this Kong. That would have been crazy.
How do you sell the movie, though?
Tom Hiddleston, attractive guy. Watch him. Poo 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 bang bang.
So you don't use any of Kong for the marketing at all?
That'd be crazy. But yeah, you have to.
There's a way to do it, but then you don't get to market the movie. Like,
Yeah, you change the name of it after the first 2 weeks.
you call it Skull Island, nobody really knows what that is, but
Yeah,
you still
But that
have to
threw me
market
off.
the movie.
that tree.
Yeah.
Not
And
ready for that.
Toby Kebbell's got a great line where he's like, "Is that a monkey?" It's a big old monkey. He tears up them helicopters because he ain't happy.
Which did they instigate anything? Or I guess they dropped bombs.
They did. They dropped bombs.
But how did he know the helicopters dropped the bombs?
He saw them.
Wait, did the helicopters drop the bombs?
Yeah, they dropped them out of the helicopters.
I'm so stupid, dude. I thought they shot them from the boat.
No, because
Where was I during this part? God, I'm stupid.
there's a storm around the island. They had to fly into the storm and fly through the storm to get onto the island.
Okay, never mind. My whole realization in my notes is going to get deleted really quick. We're good. Kong is a hypocrite.
No, so a lot of our characters die. And
Yeah.
Shea Wiggum, who's again great actor, there's a guy, a younger guy that he hangs out with in this movie, and the little guy's freaking out, and Shea Wiggum's like, "We had no tactical precedence."
Hey, this guy was just on Mission Impossible with us too.
Yeah,
No technical presence.
no tactical precedence. We did the best we could with what we had. I don't know what you want me to do. And he's just sitting there eating the MRE, just like, I don't know. So Sam Jackson walks up to Bill Randa and is like, "Hey," well, points a gun at him and is like, "What the fuck?"
Why are we here?
Yeah.
People said I was crazy. Which is so funny of him connected to Cloverland. Clover Lane?
Yeah, but that movie wasn't originally like a Cloverfield movie.
Cloverfield, thank you. That's what I meant. Yeah.
That was in the era where we were like, let's make this really good movie, but let's try to connect it to Cloverfield.
Yeah.
And tack on something at the end to make it Cloverfield. That's a really good movie, 10 Cloverfield Lane or whatever it's called.
That was great.
But they just put Cloverfield in it to try to sell it.
Got helicopters flying above. Sorry, I just feel like we're talking about them and they're going for it.
They coming to get you.
Not today.
So everyone's kind of on different parts of the island.
3 groups for now?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Chapman's on his own.
So we're all trying to find each other and get back to each other and rally and meet each other. And Sam Jackson has got it into his head that he's going to kill Kong because some of his guys died. And
he's got upset. King Kong in his trunk, baby.
Yep.
Isn't that the Training Day quote?
Nope.
It's not Samuel L. Jackson. I know. I'm not racist, okay? I know who said
it's
that.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yeah, I like mine better. King Kong's in my trunk, baby.
No. No. So I can't really remember what happens from here. It moves very quick.
We flash over to the other group with Hiddleston.
Yes.
And they make their way to sync up with the natives.
Yeah, because they come across a temple, I think.
Yep. And they're all about to fight them with spears, guns, and John C. Reilly pops out.
Yeah, and turns out he's the soldier from the beginning of the movie.
Which I kind of love right away. You get Kong. Kong's not a bad, evil thing.
Mm-mm.
He's just protective.
No, that's what we did with these monster movies is kind of make the monsters the heroes, really.
So, are we saying Hitler was cool?
Nope.
Sorry, that's a comment. I'm sorry. Let me preface that. I was doing research. That's a comment someone left on this movie. We're making monsters civilized. Does that mean Hitler's cool now? Like,
no. You got the wrong message from that.
Yep.
Yeah, John C. Reilly's lived with these people that don't talk, but they communicate. And he's not all the way there.
Who, John C. Reilly or his character?
Either one. He's been stuck there for like 30 years. He's also become a weeb. He studied the blade.
Yep. Loved it. That was
he's still a great character. Still like
as soon as the blade came out, I went, yep.
So Brie Larson and Tom Hiddleston, they've start staying amongst the people, investigating and taking pictures and seeing all these wonderful monsters around.
Yeah, and we learned of the skull crawlers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the villain.
That is why Kong is upset, is because we dropped the bombs. The skull crawlers are coming back up from the earth. And the young assistant, who will be in a later movie down the line of these movies, will be played by the guy that played Miles Dyson. That's the only way I know him. I can't remember the actor's name.
So I've never seen any of the others. Are they connected after this, really?
Little bits and pieces, yeah.
Okay, cool. I had no idea.
Little bits and pieces. Yeah, this is like the other shared. Like I said, it's the other shared universe thing that
It's
is
the Iron Man.
quietly. Well, no, the first one really was Godzilla. We're kind of doing them in timeline order, other than release
Okay.
order.
Got it.
The first of these movies was the Godzilla movie we're going to watch next week.
I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing that movie.
Godzilla?
Yeah,
Why?
it's hard, man. Godzilla.
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 Nope.
Anyways,
You know what it is. Say it the right way.
Godzilla.
Gojira?
Oh, Gojira. Oh, Kaiju. Which also, I know I'm going to talk about it later. I'm watching the anime. It's Kaiju number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this clocked perfectly while watching that. But so they got to get to their northern point. There's no radio communications because of the storm, and they've agreed at a certain time they're going to meet at the most northern point on the island.
Yeah.
And John C. Reilly's like, "You'll never get there."
He's like, no, you don't need to go north. Don't need to go north. No, don't go south is what I think he's what he said.
No, don't go west. That's
West.
where Chapman is.
Yeah, Chapman's out there. Chapman gets killed. I mean,
Yeah, he gets. Also, by the way, that's about to happen. Sorry, but yeah, monsters are bad, but some of the monsters are cool. Like the big ox.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
And one of my favorites probably is the bamboo spider thing.
Just gonna say I didn't care for that. Didn't care for it.
Yeah, if you don't like spiders, you're not gonna like that.
You could have skipped it.
But it's a great sequence because the other team is roaming through these bamboo forests or areas,
And it's hilarious to the difference of like pillage, explore.
Yeah,
So they're just destroying everything, and the other team's quiet.
And the way they figure out there's a big spider above them is a piece of right through that dude's face.
The first time I saw this movie, I was so confused. Just right away, like, what happened?
Whoa, what
Did
the heck?
Kong throw that?
Yeah.
No, big Speedy.
Yeah. So we fight with the big spider. They don't really. I guess they do kill it. They do kill it.
Yeah, they win. Cut his legs off.
And meanwhile, our other group is John C. Reilly took their planes from the beginning of the movie and has been constructing a boat. And our crew is there just in time to finish it up so that they can take it upriver and get our crew off the island.
Who's his buddy that was helping him build the boat that died?
The Japanese soldier from the beginning. They became buddies. Because you remember...
Is that shown in the movie?
No.
Okay.
You're just supposed to infer it. Because they were stuck on...
Okay.
He was stuck on the island, and he has the sword. Really yeah.
I'm okay. Wow. I thought he went crazy.
No.
And made a friend up.
No. It's the Japanese soldier.
Okay,
so they go from trying to kill each other to becoming buddies.
All right. Cool.
Because he gets the sword, the katana from the grave, and takes it with him. And that was the joke I made about him being a weeb.
I didn't remotely put those two and two together. I just knew he's a samurai now. That's it.
Nah, that's his buddy's sword. Speaking of which, Ghost Iote, real excited, comes out tomorrow.
I thought it was next week. So sweet.
Yeah, it's this week.
Cool.
So they meet. We meet. We get the boat running, and then we all meet back together. And there's a really awesome sequence where they're in like these gas fields or whatever.
Yeah, but they're trying to get Jackson.
And they mount a machine gun to the skull of a triceratops just for no reason.
Didn't care. It's awesome.
Yeah. And John, we learn about the skull crawlers. They're like, I think they're original to this movie, but like, they're these creatures that look like skulls and they crawl. And
big lizard.
There's a joke is like, why you call them skull crawlers? That's what I always called them. It's the first time I said it out loud. It's the first time I said it out loud. So we have a big fight with the big one. And Tom Hiddleston has it's like it's a little superhero-y, but puts on a gas mask and like chops a bunch of these little lizard birds to death. Oh, one of the Landsat guys gets picked up by a bird and dismembered. It's good times.
Gross.
Gross. So we all meet back together, and Colonel Packard has a plan to set up all these explosives. Napalm, that's what it is. He's getting napalm, and he wants to light that on fire, and he wants to kill Kong that way.
And they're like, if you kill Kong, Skull Boys show up.
Yeah,
like he's the one
Kong is worshipped by the I forget the name of the Iwi people, and he has been their protector for years. And he has kept the skull crawlers away. And he's the last of his kind. So you kill him, skull crawler's going to take over, kill everybody. So we have our big stand with the humans. Half the humans want to stop the Colonel, and the Colonel wants to blow up Kong because he's like, that shouldn't exist.
And we have our full proof that Kong's peaceful.
Yes,
he tries to save that ox,
but
the two of them, Conrad and Weaver, meet him up close, and he's.
Colonel Packard has fully lost his mind, probably got PTSD, doesn't know it, and using the rationalization of people don't need to know that exists.
Yeah.
Fair, but... And Bill Randa had like a personal vendetta against these monsters because one attacked his boat during World War II, I think. And he was the only survivor on the ship, which is...
And everyone called him crazy.
Which is covered in the show. Monarch Legacy of Monsters, that's what it's called.
I think the whole gist of Samuel Jackson's character is supposed to be Captain Ahab.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. A condensed version of Captain Ahab. He's just so, like, singularly focused that all he wants to do is kill this monster. So they do get him exploded, but he doesn't die. But Colonel Packard gets crushed right there. So that's the end of him.
Yep. Later.
So our crew of people keep going up river to the north to make the rendezvous with the chopper to get off the island. And on the way out, there's the big skull crawler, the big one, the big dude.
Yeah, but they help fight, don't they?
Kinda. Kong is trying to kill it while they're trying to get away. There's a moment where Shea Wiggum, and the music leads you to believe that it's going to be a noble sacrifice, where he pops 2 grenades and walks toward this thing, and it just turns around, swats him with his tail, and he just explodes against the side of a mountain.
It's great.
Like, is that supposed to be a heroic sacrifice? Who knows? But Kong comes in with an old propeller and a chain, and whoops up on this thing.
So great.
It's awesome. And then Weaver gets up on a side of a mountain and shoots a flare into this thing's eye. And that kind of helps Kong. And then Kong like reaches in its throat and pulls out its innards by its tongue. Gross.
Yeah, that was great effects.
Yeah,
Gross.
This thing is like really gruesome for PG-13.
I had to check it several times. I thought this would be R, but
yeah,
fantasy violence.
Yeah. She falls off the side, one of the cliffs. I don't know how. I think she gets hit or something happens. But, Kong does the thing where he picked the lady out the water and set her down because it's probably a reference to the old movie.
Yep.
And then our quote-unquote heroes make it off the island, and Weaver and Tom Hiddleston's character end up in this is a post-credit scene. They end up in a interview room at Monarch, and they're like, hey, the world's full of these old monsters, and we get a slideshow of Godzilla and Ghidorah and all these things.
Rodan.
Rodan. Yes.
Yeah.
Which we will see in Godzilla King of Monsters. Which is an okay movie.
Never seen it.
It's all right.
I will say this is the first movie that was allowed to film in Vietnam since 2002.
Nice.
I don't know how he worked magic, but
Times change.
true. True. And also, I forgot that my favorite quote in the entire movie is "Hold on to your butts."
Hold on to your butts.
I mean, it's a Jurassic Park line, which is beautiful.
And it's Sam Jackson. That's why they put it.
Hold on to your butts.
I like the little soliloquy he has about Pennsylvania Steel and the helicopters and comparing them to who flew too close to the sun.
I thought it was wild that Hiddleston shot this back to back with Ragnarok.
I believe it.
I think there was like a week between, and he jumped back in.
Got to get that stuff out, man.
Yeah, get paid. Hey, while you're there,
paid, dog.
You get paid.
Get paid while you can. Oh, this gets a 9 for me, I think. It's a pretty fast-paced, entertaining movie. Just a good
like
creature feature. Yeah.
I'm typically like on our podcast, if it's if it's 30 minutes, we hated it. It's just a quick movie.
It's a quick movie that not in a bad way. It's 2 hours, but it doesn't feel like it.
No.
Not in any way.
Guillermo del Toro was supposed to direct this.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Yep.
Oh, did you see his trailer that came out for Frankenstein today?
Haven't yet. I've got it queued up. I'm going to.
They had one from the perspective of Dr. Frankenstein, which Oscar Isaac is playing.
All right. Yeah.
And this one is from the perspective of the monster.
He hasn't made any movies since then.
Since what?
Jordan Vaught hasn't.
Yeah, no, he hasn't.
I was really excited. There's a awesome book called Console Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Which is in the 90s, late 80s, Nintendo versus Sega. Like, if you really want a good read, it is phenomenal. It is ludicrous. Like, I'm probably making this up accidentally, but there's a point where Sega executives are hitting golf balls off their roof into the Nintendo office's walls.
Nice.
It's good. But him and Seth Rogen were supposed to make a show, but he's supposed to do Gundam, too.
Supposed to do a Gundam and Metal Gear Solid. That's the two that he has coming up. So if those are being made, I don't know.
He's still attached to the project, apparently, but I really hope that.
And Oscar Isaac is still supposed to play Solid Snake. So
you play the games, you've watched the movie.
Yeah.
But God, be so fun to watch that insanity.
Yeah. So next we move on to what we're watching, we're playing, what we're reading, what we're doing.
Kaiju number 8. It's a great anime. If you want something that's not super anime-ish, just a bunch of giant monsters fighting each other and stuff, it's great. Silk Song came out. The Hollow Knight sequel. It's a little indie game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many hours I've been playing it, and I don't want to tell you because I do know. It's the hardest game I've ever played.
Okay.
It's one of those, like, you're going to beat yourself senseless because it's so hard.
Gotcha.
It's phenomenal, though. Just it's golden. But other than that, that's about it, man. Anytime I got free time, that's what I'm playing, or doing.
Like I said, Ghost of Yote's coming out. So that's what I'll be doing this weekend. Oh, Chad Powers on Hulu.
Good.
It is very good.
I want to start it. I saw it today, and I went, "Ooh, I need to."
First two episodes came out last night.
Okay.
Only Murders in the Building. Still watching that.
Still watching that. I'm one behind.
Alien Earth. You need to get on that if you haven't.
I do. I think I'm gonna watch that on the plane Friday.
Don't let people look over your shoulder and watch it.
That was my only fear.
I wouldn't. That's pretty much. Oh, Peacemaker. I keep forgetting to mention Peacemaker season 2.
I watched the first episode and went, "This is so good." Forgot it was there. So
It comes out on Thursdays, so it's like
I'm
it's
gonna
always
wait and probably watch it all once it's all done.
it's very good.
Um,
Yeah, that's it for me. So
I had something else stupid. Must not have been that important, but
well, if you have a suggestion for a movie we should do, you can send that at secondtakemoviespod@gmail.com. You can subscribe to YouTube. Follow us on the Instagrams. Next week is Godzilla from 2014. But Jake, you got any final words for the people?
nope. Screw you guys.
Nice. We'll see y'all next week with Godzilla from 2014.